What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. Friday had us really shook with a story that took over the entire royal news cycle. I personally read a very well-written article on my website. You can definitely check out that video if you haven't already. And it was written by the Daily Beast, which is a very reputable and major publication, talking about how King Charles was not doing well ever since he was diagnosed with cancer. And right now, royal employees are looking at his funeral plans like over and over. They're really planning it because they feel as though, unfortunately, it looks like things are just, not great right now. And they have to be prepared for that moment because, according to the article, the Queen's royal funeral really was amazing. It went off practically without a hitch. And so they want to have Charles's, and it feels so morbid saying this, right? And they want the same thing for King Charles as well. So apparently, King Charles and his team caught wind of that article. And mind you, it wasn't only in the Daily Beast. It was in TMZ. It was in the Daily Fail. It was everywhere. Like, this was a huge story on Friday. It truly was. So now it seems as though King Charles's team caught wind of the story, and immediately later on in the day, at the end of the day, which is why I didn't have time to cover their rebuttal to this story, but they released their own information. And now they're saying, what are you talking about? Cancer? That's not slowing King Charles down. In fact, he's doing amazing. He is, quote, winning the cancer battle, and he is about to get back out there with the people as soon as next week. So shout out to GB News for this story. Let's go see what it is that they had to say to rebut the initial claims about King Charles. By the way, you guys, I do consistently cover royal news. So if you really enjoy this sort of topic about King Charles, Kate Middleton, Prince William, or Prince Harry, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. So like I said, it feels as though this new article is a complete rebuttal, and it just feels so defensive. Look at the way they put winning in caps lock there. The title reads, "The King is back. Charles to return to public duties in days. Monarch winning cancer battle." King Charles will return to public-facing duties in just days as the monarch continues to receive cancer treatment. In a new statement from Buckingham Palace, the King, 75, is confirmed to be returning to royal duties after being diagnosed with a form of cancer 2 months ago. The undisclosed form of cancer was discovered following corrective surgery for an enlarged prostate at the London clinic, where King Charles was hospitalized in January. The statement in full reads, quote, "His Majesty, the King, will shortly return to public-facing duties after a period of treatment and recuperation following his recent cancer diagnosis. To help mark this milestone, the King and Queen will make a joint visit to a cancer treatment center next Tuesday, where they will meet medical specialists and patients. This visit will be the first in a number of external engagements His Majesty will undertake in the weeks ahead. In addition, the King and Queen will host their Majesties, the Emperor and the Empress of Japan, for a state visit in June at the request of HM government. As the first anniversary of the coronation approaches, their Majesties remain deeply grateful for the many kindnesses and good wishes they have received from around the world throughout the joys and challenges of the past year." So as you can see, almost immediately they're saying, no, don't worry. There's nothing to see here. King Charles is doing well. He's going to be back out there. But, I am concerned at how hard they are pushing King Charles. He's 75 years old. He's not a spring chicken. He's going through cancer treatment. And I have always thought that when you're going through that sort of treatment, you really need to protect your health, your energy, and stay in a sort of bubble because you are fragile. You are immune compromised. So to me, I don't love the idea of a 75-year-old man having to get out there, shake hands with everybody, and shaking hands, that's exposing you to all sorts of germs and whatnot, move around a lot, expend a lot of energy just to keep up like a sort of image. I feel like Prince William should be doing a lot more to step up right now so that the royal family doesn't look like it has completely fallen into shambles. And again, I say this every time, but I find it strange that this 75-year-old man is capable of doing all these things, but Kate somehow is not. King Charles has active cancer. He said that he has cancer right now and he's battling cancer. Kate said that cancer had been, past tense, present in her body and that she's undergoing preventative chemotherapy to prevent it from coming back in her body or whatever. And again, she's like half his age. She's like, what, 41, 42 years old or something like that? Why is it that the man in his 70s, mid 70s with active cancer is able to get out there, do all these things. He was at the church, he was here, he was there, he was everywhere. But the early 40s woman is not able to, and she does not have active current cancer. It's not adding up to me, to be honest with you guys. And then her husband, who's got nothing, right? He's got nothing. His kids are in school now. He's got a house team of help for every little thing to do in the house. I don't think he even needs to flush his own toilet. Yet he's saying that he can't get out there and do anything because his wife is undergoing preventative chemotherapy. It's just not adding up, you guys. The whole thing is so weird. I don't get it. I really, truly don't. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on these people or anything like that, but I'm just really confused as a member of the Commonwealth. It's just not adding up to me. And as a member of the public who has an interest in the royals, it just why is it? King Charles is an old man. He's 75 years old, you guys. You know, the average life expectancy for people is 70s to 80s or something like that. And he's out here doing all these things. And then this woman in her 40s is not able to do anything. And again, she said that cancer had been present and she's going through preventative chemotherapy, whereas King Charles has cancer and he didn't say if he's going through chemotherapy or other avenues, but he's going through things to battle the cancer that is currently, ravaging his body. And then Prince William, he's got freaking nothing going on. And he's like, I can't do anything. Why not? Why not? Let this man rest. The other people seriously need to step up and let this man rest. Camilla, for example, she has been rocking it. Her husband has cancer and she's in her 70s as well or whatever. And she's out there doing everything. She was at the hospital all the time. Her versus William, even if you want to take Charles and Kate out of it, look at Camilla versus William. It's weird. Is it not weird? Anyway, a Buckingham Palace spokesperson also released a couple more statements just to color the picture a little bit more. Let me pull up the article for you again. This is coming from gbnews.com. Here's the quote from the Buckingham Palace spokesperson. His Majesty's treatment program will continue, but doctors are sufficiently pleased with the progress made so far that the king is now able to resume a number of public-facing duties. Forthcoming engagements will be adapted where necessary to minimize any risk to His Majesty's continued recovery. As for how long these treatments will continue, it's too early to say, but His Majesty's medical team are very encouraged by the progress made so far and remain positive about the King's continued recovery. Any public-facing engagements will be announced nearer to the time in the usual way and will remain subject to doctor's advice, but it will not be a full summer program. His Majesty will, of course, continue with all official state business and selected audiences as he has done throughout his period of treatment. The pacing of the King's program will be carefully calibrated as his recovery continues in close consultation with his medical team. Again, we're getting so much information. We're getting so much action from a 75-year-old man who currently is battling cancer, but we're getting nothing about a 42-year-old woman who's trying to prevent cancer from reappearing in her body. And we're getting absolutely nothing from her husband who's got nothing going on. I don't get it, you guys. There's something still so strange about all of this to me. I don't know what it is, but like I always say, what's done in the dark will always come to the light. We're going to find out what is going on and what is so off about this entire situation one day. I don't know if it's soon, but we're going to find it out. It's always that way. And again, why William's not really able to do anything. Again, the kids are in school. They've got a team of help. Look, what is he doing while these kids are in school? He's taking care of Kate when she's got a whole staff of Filipino nurses taking care of her. And she's got other people taking care of her. She's got doctors. She's got butlers. She's got everything. What the hell is William doing all day? I know he's been trying to do some pop-ups here and there, but he should be doing a lot more, especially because he's expected to be our next king. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, you guys. Stay tuned. We're going to find out what it is. But in the meantime, let me know how you feel about this. It is really interesting to see how determined King Charles is to fulfill his role. He could very easily say, you know what? I need to take some time to focus on my health. I'm going to allow my son to fill in for me and to step up. But it looks like his son doesn't want to. And that's why he's got to go out there, risk his health at his old age. And I find that quite sad. And I find that to be rather, I'm sorry, but a little shameful on William's end. This was his time to step up and show us that he's ready to be king and he's capable of being king, and he can't even do that. All you're supposed to do in these roles is smile, shake hands, and listen to some people present some things. Why are you not able to do that? Very strange. Anyway, guys, like I said, leave all of your comments, leave all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.